Well, I'm back to The World Ends With You. And it's day 4, so we're already more than halfway through the week. And that means the Reapers are going to start to up the ante a bit. But which makes you think, how can they up it any more than that giant bat boss in the previous day? But, well, you'll see. They're going to now hold a formal Evil Council of Doom meeting. Oh, and a decillion is 10 to the power of 33 if you're going by the American scale. 10 to the power of 60 otherwise. Yay, random searching. I believe you don't know the names of these people at this point. Except for this guy, Higashizawa. And we'll be meeting him a lot more over the course of this, because, yes, he is this session's Game Master. And as you'll see here, his sort of thematic speech thing is he likes to make cooking puns, which the other people call him on. You might be noticing some of the other characteristics of the other Reapers here. Note the one speaking now, her logical analysis is emphasized by square speech bubbles, which no one else gets. And of course, that guy who just left likes his maths references. But we'll be finding about all of them in due time. Most of them have been erased off screen though, if not all of them. And again with the cooking puns. Yes, the promise of a promotion, always given out by leaders here. Is this guy related to Forful or something? And without knowing what that ominous line meant, we're now awake in another random location. Although here we're at 10-4. The place we had to reach in the first day. Really busy, except that you're invisible to everyone here. At least they can't get in the way while you're actually in the game, because they can't see you, and you can't interact with them in any way possible. Yeah, now I think about it, the actual scanning thing, it doesn't seem like that in the game, but it would be quite weird to actually use. Hearing this many people's thoughts all at the same time. And the theme they're bringing up here is going to come back later a few times. But it's mostly left open to interpretation. He's going to say he likes it. Of course. A dream where you could get erased from existence any second. And with that, mission time. Yes, after the previous one, you've decided teaming up was a good idea. No time limit? Guess everyone's just as confused about that. And all you have to do is reach one area. Yeah, this should be screaming false sense of security, deceptively simple, and the like. There's got to be more to that than this. Well, it's probably a good idea to. Exactly. Exactly, and just about anyone who knows, well, pretty much any game ever, if you see if you get given a mission that's that simple, you know there's something more behind it. Seems like the lower ranked Reapers haven't even been told about anything that's going to happen. Here you can see these two's contrasting attitudes. Wait, so is the implication you're going to think it's a trap, or you're going to think, yay, let's relax and walk into a trap? Well, it looks like they're standing down for the moment. Yeah, and at this point you have nothing much to do but go back and speak to them. So the thing is, you get a boring mission, you give yourself a challenge. Sounds like, don't know why, but that just made me think of the many self-imposed challenges some people set to make games they find easy, sometimes turn into ridiculously challenging. But here's some important backstory. Okay. Wait, she saw it in one magazine and it's automatically the latest fashion accessory. That's kind of weird if you ask me. Brother. Well, this certainly sounds like a plot point that's going to come back later. In fact, the opening of this mission is basically just a lot of establishing a couple of backstory elements for the characters that you haven't really had a chance to explore yet, mostly because the early missions have been, well, you need to focus on the mission itself. You've got a bit of a break now, so the game takes that opportunity to give you some backstory information. So yeah, another thing about Rhyme. Oh yeah, and speaking about Rhyme, One thing that I actually read somewhere, in the Japanese version, she uses male personal pronouns. Yeah. Try to extenuate that gender confusion thing. Although that often happens in Japanese, it's a characterization thing. Yeah, I mean, he is pretty good. Well, he did. All we've seen at the moment is him killing a boss bat with a skateboard, but that is pretty badass, so you pretty much take their word for it that he's quote-unquote good. Of course, Neku's wanting to take this mission slowly. And with that, we take a detour at Shiki's request, and that will form pretty much all the next part, where we find out about one crucial game mechanic that hasn't come up yet. Okay, see you then.